All right, let's start this video, and we put these dimensions on in the last video, but now I want to create some center lines so we can see, or the user can see that those are holes. And so if we come up here, we have a center line command, and I just need to basically click in this surface area. You can see there. And if I come down here, and then we can click OK. If we want to put corresponding marks on these, on this top view of that section, we could come up here and do the center mark, and then I can just click on this diameter, and it shows us the center of that circle. So next, if we look in the book on page 427 and 428, they want us to add a geometric dimensioning and tolerancing symbol to this. And so I have a menu item for that. We're going to come up here, geometric tolerance. It's going to open up, a menu. We're going to do this with no leader. So if I just drop this box out here for now, it's going to ask me which symbol I want to pick, and we're going to pick true position for this one. And we're going to do a material condition. Well, first we're going to select diameter and material condition of maximum material condition. And we're going to say OK. We want to add a datum to this, and we're going to do datum B. And there is our symbol, and we can click OK for now. We'll move this around to where we want it, but we're going to create another one. And so again, we're going to do no leader. We're going to click out here. This one we're going to check perpendicular. We're going to do another material condition. Here, let's do the range first. This one we're going to do 0.2. And a diameter. And then we will do material condition of maximum material condition. And we're going to add datum. This one's going to be A. And so we'll say done. And then this one, I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit. Oh, here, let's click this first. I'm going to come back on this one. I want to edit this one. And I should be able to double click on it. And I mistakenly put this at 0.1. We're going to put this at 0.1. Say done. Oops. Not sure why it's giving us that, but so I opened this up again. I think it's because I put 0.1 and not 0.1. And so yeah, now it looks correct and not doubled. So now that I have these two boxes set, I should be able to attach them to the dimension I want. And so this one, if I bring this over and just kind of highlight that dimension, it's going to attach it to it. Same with this one. We'll attach this to this. And now if I move this down just to make this, again, a little bit, now it's attached to that dimension. So I can drag this up a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I had two little ghosts of these circles where I move this view down. Sometimes that happens, not just with the holes, but other stuff in SolidWorks. And so what I did is I saved the drawing, exited the drawing, and then just called it back up again. And now you can see they're gone. I can move drawings and views between pages if I want to. So if I come over here and I hover or click on drawing view 11, you can see that it shows me that it's this here. And so if I bring this up, I can literally just drag this up to forged. It disappears from this view, and now if I go over to my forged, it's here. And again, I can, like we did before, I can click on this. I can come up here to edit. I can copy it. I can copy it by going back up to edit and doing paste. I think I just need to redo that. There we go. And now we can edit the configurations over here and make them look like the other page. And while I have this one highlighted, if I come up here and I can do short forged, and you can see it change, then I click on this one and I can do long forged. And now I've got my two configurations here. What I did on this other sheet, I'm going to hit OK, is under the machined. I should have copied instead of just dragged, but again, easy enough. We can just copy this one again. And paste. Oh, that doesn't look good. Try it again. All right, let me just look at here what's going on. We're just going to try this one more time. Sometimes SolidWorks can be finicky. There we go. Okay. And now let's change the configuration on this one back to short. So we have both the long and the short machined, and then the long and the short forged. Click OK. All right, let's add a couple more dimensions to the forged one now. And we're going to come up here and we're going to do smart dimension. And I want to come from the end of the handle, and I want to try to pick up the center of this. And so I'm just going to try to pick up this arc here. And then I want to come down to the detail. We're going to try to get the angle of this. And so if I pick up this line and this line and then drag down, it's going to give me that included angle. All right, let's dimension this radius. And this radius. All right, just a couple more things on this and then we'll be done with this. So I can add a note directly to a dimension. And so if I come up here to this R3, if I click on this, and then I come over to the left-hand side of the screen and I look at our dimensional box here. If I look at the dimensional text, I've got an R, and then in these, kind of parenthesis looking things, it's got dimension. So it's taking the dimension right from the model and adding an R in front of it. If I come to the side, or I can start a new line, I can type directly in, and I'm just going to type TYP period, and you can see it puts it on the drawing up here. And so that stands for typical, which means all four of these corners are the same, or meant to be the same. And then if I come over here to this 220 drawing, we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do something a little bit different because we've got a forging for a long and a short. If I override the value that came directly from the model, and then I delete this dimensional command, It says overriding the dimension will disable the tolerance display. Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in, I'm going to put 220 millimeters long, 180 for short. And I'm going to click OK. And now you can see that it put it right in the dimension. And so if we just move this out a little bit, you can make room for that text. So then if we want, we can move this stuff around a little bit and just we can clean up the drawing to make it look how we want to, how we want to make it look. And sometimes, that can be, I wouldn't say the most challenging, but it can be challenging. We want to keep it organized for us, but we also want to make it the most important audience is going to be who's reading this and who we want to get the dimensions that we're trying to convey to them, so the part is produced accurately. So there we've got forge for long and short. We can look over here. We've got machine for long and short, and again we can move things around. How, again, there really is no right or wrong. It's just how you see that, looking the best for the people that you're giving this to. So go ahead and save this and hand this in along with this series of videos, and we'll be ready to start the next lesson.